What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of Pips and Points, where we only talk about the NAS100. And with nothing more to say or to do, we're just going to get straight into it, the work that we did on Wednesday. So let me just turn everything back on, right? Okay. So these areas I talked about in the last video. So if you want to know what these areas I was referring to, I might even refer back to them again in this video. You should watch the previous video, the one I released on Wednesday. Okay, so we're going to get straight into it. Now, right now, I haven't been in any trades since the last trades that I've taken because I was waiting for a particular move, and that move yet hasn't shown up. So yes, we're still waiting on that one, right? Okay, so we're just going to zoom straight in and let's go into 1 hour. I think 1 hour is better. I actually should have done it like this first before I even, let me zoom back out. Okay, right, cool, perfect. Okay, so as you can see, in my last trades on Wednesday, right, I was stopped out via trailing stop over here at this level, right? At this level where this arrow is, okay, and I mentioned my TP was this level right here, which is 11320.83, and as you can see, price came to it. So I'm gutted that my trailing stop was so tight, because I could have gotten the whole thing, right? So that happened, I missed it, and that's that. So now I kind of need to figure out what is going to be happening in the coming days. So this is this is an analysis for this Monday coming, how market could behave when market opens from Sunday night to possibly the whole day on Monday, and to see if there is any chances that price could change direction and go the other way, which is go up. Now, what I want to draw your attention to, so this level here, because of what is happening over here, this little arrow pointing to this zone has just gotten a little bit stronger, in my opinion, and the trend that I drew up on this level, in my opinion right now, is invalid. It is invalid. But however, in saying that, okay, there is a potential that I could have read this wrong, and that the trend could actually be this. That is definitely is a possibility. It fits in, right? But I won't adjust that now. I'll wait until give it a day or two. So that is Monday market open, Tuesday, to get the general feel as to where I think price is actually going to go. If it's going to stay, if it's going to maintain this structure that we've got here, or if it's going to go to the original structure that I drew, which was over here. Okay, right? So these are the two options that we got that we got available to us from what I can tell right now. But however, I have a feeling that this structure over here is going to break. So let's get rid of this little level over here. Let's get rid of this level because that was just there for a TP. That's irrelevant. Okay, and let's focus more in this area right here. In this area right here, and let's have an idea what is going on, as well as we're going to see if it's close to any levels right now, if it is close to any levels. So we're just going to draw a little zone in here, and we can see we have a squeeze, right? We have a squeeze right here. Okay, so we're getting, in regards to this trend over here, we're getting lower highs going down, and we're getting higher lows along the bottom. Okay, so that's what we got going on right now. So we're going to zoom out, go into a larger view, and let's see if there's anything in this area that explains why we're seeing what we're seeing. So I'm going to jump into the 4 hourly, and guys, also just as a quick reminder, the background is where you find the time frame that I'm on. Okay, so right now we've just jumped into the 4 hourly. So you always see it in the background. It's in every single video. Okay. So I think a day might be better. I just want to see if there's anything corresponding with that little zone that we're looking at right now. If there's anything in it that could help us. Okay, so this is where it's at right now. And the only level it matches up to is a high over here. So this high over here, which I'm going to make a little bit thicker. So it's the blue one. Oops, that's not, I don't want that. Let's make this a little bit thicker. Yeah, that's the one. It's what price is currently at the moment. Okay, now my feeling is that price is going to go to this level right here. This level right here. So I'm just going to quickly just bring this up. So this level right here of 11002.27, that's where I think price is going to go to. Right now, if it goes there, then we're going to get a double bottom and it's going to get a clean shot to the upside. That's what I said in the last video as well. Now we're waiting for these situations to materialize, but as of yet, it kind of is and it kind of is not, because like I said, this area over here, right, if I move this trend down here, it still fits, because a lot of the times when people are drawing structures of the market, they tend to think that it sticks into one particular zone. So if this looks aesthetically pleasing, they will assume that it must stick to this zone, but it doesn't have to do that. Where the structure is where it goes from and to and back to again and bounces. So if it bounces from this level upwards, then this here is a trend line, right? And if it keeps widening, then that's what price is doing, and that's what we have to accept. So in my opinion, do I believe price is going to be pushing up when market opens on Sunday night, depending on where you are? I think it's going to push down. I think price is going to push down, and I'm going to go into a lower time frame just to help us out as to why we think price is going to push down, right? We're going to go into a lower time frame just to see why price is going to push down, in my opinion. So let me draw a little box around this little zone right here. This is just so that when I zoom in, I know exactly, well, not when I zoom, when I go into a lower time frame, I know exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go into the 15 minute on this, and just to see if we've got anything clear to say that price is going to be breaking downwards. Right, so let's have a look, see what we can tell by this little move over here. Okay, let's have a look up here. So we got consolidation in this area up here, right? And we've got these little trend line over here, which is also another squeeze down here, right? I don't know if you can see this very well. Let me make this a different color so it pops out some more. Okay, white. Okay, let's go into the 5 minute, and as you can see, we're always seeing the time frame in the background. And as you can see, we're always seeing the time frame in the background. So with what's happening here, okay, it's really hard to tell, right? And the 5 minute, it's not really the 5 minute. I am just using the 5 minute right now, just to determine if there is a possibility for breaking the structure, right? But it's not 100% accurate. So the 5 minute is not set in stone for accuracy at all, okay. So going by what I'm looking at right now, I'm just going to be flat out honest. I actually don't know. I'm just going to go with what is logical right now. What is logical to me, but that does not necessarily mean this is what is going to happen. Okay, so I'm assuming price is coming down to this zone over here, right? And it's going to break the structure that is going into a squeeze, right? And if this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, okay, these are the types of structures I like to look for, because they are the easiest to read and have a very high chance of producing what I'm expecting, depending on what way I want the market to go, right? So in this case, it will be something like this. So I'm just going to draw like that, and then we're going to draw one like this. Like that, right? Move that up here. Okay, so what normally happens, these are the types of structures that I look for my setups, right? Now normally what happens, you get something like this, okay, and then boom, breaks up, okay? But sometimes this does not do that, okay? There are times when it just does this, when it just does that, okay? But most times it does that, okay? So that's this particular structure. And then the next one is this one right here. We go from up, down, up, down, up, down, right? Sometimes it does this, and sometimes it does that. It goes up. It goes up, right? But this structure over here, in most cases, it will do this. And this structure over here, in most cases, it will do that. And then we have the other structures as well, which are the head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders. There's literally so many of them, right? But usually, these are the ones I tend to like to look for. And especially now that I've started to deploy the stacking approach to trading, I like adding my trades on when I start seeing structures like this, right? And I probably would have entered the market once I saw a structure like this and a structure like this, right? At the moment, we're not getting that here at all. We're getting a squeeze. And now with the squeeze, it can either go up or we can go down, right? It can do either, right? You don't really know what direction that's going to go in. It can go up or we can go down, right? And it is that random. Literally, it is that random, right? The only thing that is giving me confidence that there's a very high chance that this is going to break downwards is the fact that these are lower highs in comparison to this zone over here, which is a high, but these are lower than these ones over here. So I'm like, okay, cool. There's a very good chance it could break down because of the squeeze. But if I was not aware of this area over here, I would not be able to tell you, okay? And even though that is the case, it does not necessarily mean it is going to break down. It could break up. So in this situation, what I would do if I wanted to trade, right? If I absolutely wanted to trade, is I would just keep it very, very, very simple, right? Since price is at the top of the structure and there's a very good chance that it could pull back down again, I would make my play in this zone right here. I'll make my play in this zone. In this zone, and target 178 pips. That is what I would do. That is what I would do in this zone right here. And if price was down here somewhere, then I would target it on the upside and I wouldn't get any greedier than that. And as soon as I went into profit, I'll bring in a trailing stop to secure what I had already gained. That is how I will play this. So in regards to where I think price is going to go on Monday, at the opening of the market, I'm expecting price to pull down, and then later in the day on a Monday, we should have a much better indication as to where price is going to go. And the key things that I would be looking for, the key things that I personally would be looking for, is I'll be waiting for one of these levels to break. Either this level breaks, or that one will have to break first and this level breaks. If we get two breakages of these two levels over here, then all we're waiting for is a reasonable pullback, so then we can ride it to the upside. That's all we'll be waiting for. And the same thing down here. If this level here breaks down, then yep, we've got a little something going on in regards to sales. And then we ride a sell to this particular zone over here, right? So I'm just going to go with the bottom zone. Just going to go with the bottom zone for now, but you can just calculate. So let me just move, actually no, do another one. So you can just calculate this zone right here. Which is 184 pips. So 184 pips up from this level right here. Price is in that zone. You could start to think about looking for entries for a buy. Okay, but however, it is important that you have done your own research and that it all makes sense to you before you decide to make such a move. Okay, I personally, that is when I'll be considering, or that is when I'll be actually looking for entries for buys to the upside should price come to this zone. That's what I'm most likely going to be doing, because then it would have given me a double bottom, which is the first bottom over here, and the second bottom would be over here, and then we ride it all the way up to the upside. So guys, that will be it for this video. If you found the content useful and you want to see more content just like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and hit the like button. These things will take you less than 3 seconds to do, less than 3 seconds to do, and will cost you absolutely nothing, and will definitely help spread the word and help the channel grow. I thank you in advance for doing this for me. Alright, so with that said guys, I want to thank you. Definitely appreciate your time in coming over, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be in a weekend where we're going to be doing a back test on the NAS. So we're going to be doing that, and I also might do another video as well on another asset class. So I probably might do that on a weekend. I'm trying to figure out what will be the best thing to do. So I'll bring that in when the time comes. So until then, this is Pips and Points signing out.